What's going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar, and my shirt blends with my green screen, which is pretty cool. But welcome back to the NPA. This is going to be the semi-finals team builder. And before I get into it, I do kind of want to take a second to talk about last week, because some of you guys were tripping hardballs, like hardcore. You guys were so tripping. I got called toxic. I got called a disgrace. I got, like, somebody told me to fuck off and that they hope I get raped or something like that in the finals. Like, chill. I got salty over a game that I'm passionate over. If you never get salty, you are a much better person than I am. But I know it's a bold-faced lie, because everybody gets salty, especially when they're passionate about certain games. But somebody called me out on saying that I wouldn't restart if I froze my opponent. I would have. I would restart if I freeze my opponent in this game. I'd restart, because freezes suck in playoffs. They're stupid. You have no way of bouncing back from that. And the reason why I say that is, in a regular season, they have 12 to 13 weeks or so. If you get frozen in one game and lose because of that freeze, you still have room to bounce back from it and still make playoffs. In playoffs, if you get frozen once and lose the game because of it, you literally just got destroyed because of hacks. You can't control that, and that's awful. So I would have restarted if I had frozen him. I don't want that type of hacksy game. I don't want that type of hacksy game again, and I'm playing C. PaPaSea in the New York Klinks. I played him earlier in the season, and I said back then he was a potential playoff opponent, and here we are in the semifinals playing off against him. His team is terrifying. As you can see it right here. Well, you can't. Right here, this one that has the Tapu Fini, Goodra Fortress, Miltank, Raichu Trevenant, Mega Absol, and a bunch of other terrifying threats. Let me turn this music down just a little bit for me. Do this. There we go. So, C's team is really weird versus mine. In the last game that we played, Vaporeon sat in front of all 6 of his Pokemon for the vast majority of the game and did not die. Because of that, he's going to over-prepare for Vaporeon this game. I know he is. He's going to bring, like, Life Orbed or ChoiceSpecs Raichu. He's going to bring... I have a feeling he's going to bring Toxicroak this game. Toxicroak is a really big threat versus me. Like, setup Toxicroak is just scary. I don't think he brought Tapu Fini last time. I don't think so, but I think he's going to bring it again. I think Torn has to come, and Trevenant could come, it could not come, it's hard to say. However, I said in that team builder long ago that I do not plan on bringing my best against, I did not plan on bringing my best against him then. Now I'm bringing out the stuff that I think is going to make or break the entire game. Like, I'm bringing some of the best stuff against him. So as you know, whenever I team build, I like to team build in a way that I have a win con, that I want to win by this. And this week, I want to win by spamming Earthquake or Rock Slide with my Landorus. And if that doesn't work out, I have a secondary win con that I will go into here in a minute. But just Landorus in general just does really good work versus this team. Like, Earthquake hits Tapu Fini, Goodra Fortress, Miltank, Raichu for really good damage, along with Mega Absol, Swampert, Delphox, Toxicroak. Earthquake is just really good against him. And then for Tornadus, I have Rock Slide, and then I have U-Turn to hurt things like the Trevenant, not break them, but still hurt them. And that's pretty important. But this is going to be what I think I want to win the game with. My secondary win con is dependent on what he brings. The secondary win con that I have this week is going to be my Ribombee. Last time I brought a Quiverdance Z-move Ribombee. This time I'm bringing ChoiceSpecs. He doesn't have a switch into this. His only switch in is Fortress. That doesn't switch in. Like, Hidden Power Fire just completely nukes it. I don't even think he'll bring Fortress, because I have things like Incineroar that can beat it. I have Mega Heracross, which can set up subs on it. Like, I really do not think he'll be bringing Fortress. If he does, I'll be shocked. But U-Turn, again, to gain momentum, I plan on U-Turn spamming him. I plan on having as many things with pivoting as I can, because all I need to do, in order for this Ribombee set to sweep him, I need a little tiny bit of chip damage off on Tapu Fini. I need a little tiny bit of chip damage off on Swampert, and I need Stealth Rocks plus about 25% on Tornadus. everything else dies. Even Assault Vest Max HP Tornadus is still 2-shot by this thing after rocks. So it's stupid good versus him. And the speed is there, obviously, to outspeed Tornadus. The biggest problem for these two, honestly, is Tapu Fini. And Calm Mind Taunt Tapu Fini is something that I'm expecting more than anything. Calm Mind Taunt Moonblast Surfer Ice Beam. I'm expecting that because it completely shuts down Vaporeon, and it's really difficult for me to deal with. So, I'm bringing this Thundurus set. This Thundurus set is very, 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 very... There's more that I want to do with it, but I know I shouldn't. I have a lot of bulk to be able to take a +2 Hidden Power Ice from Raichu if he's Life Orbed, and Stealth Rocks are not up, which is also why I have Defog on Landorus. If I feel that Ribombee is going to be the win con and I need it to take a hit, I can send this out, Choice Scarf, Defog away whatever I need to, and then I'm good to go. This is also really good for Mega Absol in case it's like SD, Toxicroak if it's SD, Calm Mind Delphox, Raichu if it's Nasty Plot. It's very, 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 very good against its entire team. So, but this set, I'm running a Modest Nature, Electrium Z with Wild Charge, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Thunderbolt. I'm running a Modest Nature with this many physical offensive moves because I want Thunderbolt more than anything. Thunderbolt does a lot of damage to everything. U-Turn and Knockoff are there just for utility, and with a Modest Nature, Wild Charge, Z move to max HP, a lot of speed Tapu Fini, which is what I'm expecting, so we can outspeed Mega Heracross, does like 93%. So that Wild Charge Electrium Z is really, really good, and if I make like minus defense, I can't take hits from like Side Shocks from Delphox. I can't take Sucker Punches from Mega Absol. I can't take a plethora of knockoffs from Tornadus, things of that nature. So I didn't want to lower any defense, but I wanted to make sure I still had the offensive power that I needed. And I definitely think that this thing is a failsafe. It's a really good check to Tornadus. It forces out Tornadus every single time, like no matter what. And it forces in either Raichu, which isn't a good switch in, or Swampert, which I have many things to take advantage of Swampert, even if it's Rindoberry. So because of that, it's really, really good for pivoting. And if he is the speedy Calm Mind Taunt Tapu Fini, as you can see here, Tapu Fini hits 150. I'm at 151. So outspeed Tapu Fini, Z Wild Charge. It takes care of Calm Mind Tapu Fini, and that's what's really important. So I have the offensive power that I need. I have a late game cleaner. I have a wall breaker. I have something to as like a safety check for Calm Mind Tapu Fini. I have a good way of dealing with Tornadus. Now I need as much bulk as I can get because his team offensively can manhandle me. If you look at things like Raichu, if you look at things like Mega Absol, even Trevenant offensively kind of sort of scares me because its dual stab can break through Celebi plus that thing, Vaporeon. Delphox is scary, and so is Toxicroak. So I needed to have good switch-ins to everything. The first thing I knew I needed to bring was Vaporeon. He's going to prep hardcore for it. I know he is. But because of that, I'm expecting Toxicroak to come once again. And I'm bringing Wish, Protect, Scald, and Hidden Power Psychic. His only switch-in to a Scald. Aside from Tapu Fini and Goodra, like, he doesn't have the best switch-ins to Scald, is Toxicroak, and that's because it's immune to it with Dry Skin. Hidden Power Psychic after Stealth Rocks has a chance to KO it. If he's Life Orbed, he can't set up for free. I have many things to outspeed it, so there's not the best ways for him to set up and sweep me with Toxicroak, along with me also having this as a really good check to Tornadus. Life Orb Tornadus can't really touch this unless he gets Hurricane Confusions, which I don't I'm hoping he won't. If he does, that would suck. But it wouldn't be as bad as a freeze, you know? It would just be confusion. But yeah, this is just going to be my general special wall. It's also really good switch into Delphox. The only thing about Delphox is I don't want him to trick me a Choice Scarf and then I can't like use Hidden Power Psychic on the incoming Toxicroak. So because of that, I wanted a secondary check to Delphox, as well as things like Goodra, things like potential Tapu Fini, potential Special Mega Absol, another Tornadus check, and even another Raichu check, and that is going to be this spread of Incineroar. U-turn, Fire Punch, Knockoff, Drain Punch. Miltank is a big issue. Miltank is a really big issue, honestly. If he's like Spadef, it's a really big issue. However, I have Mega Heracross. I also have Ursaring. I don't think he'll be bringing it. I really don't. So I do have another Pivoting Mon. If I bring this in on his Mega Absol, if I bring it in on Trevenant, if I bring it in on Forretress, it forces it out. I can click U-turn on it, and I can do a lot of damage. The Adamant 36 with Fire Punch guarantees that against Fizdef Trevenant, I always two-shot it. It also guarantees that I OHKO Delphox after Stealth Rocks with Knockoff. I also do a bit more damage to Miltank with Drain Punch. Yeah, just a very good special tanky thing. If you superpower on Absol, that's actually really good, because what I can do is I can send this in, scout for the superpower, go into my Landorus, and then I have this thing still at really good health, and he's at -1. He'll superpower, be at -2, force in something to take an Earthquake, and that's hard for him to do. So yeah, I'm really super happy with this team. And then to glue it all together, we have Celebi here. U-turn, Giga Drain, Psychic, Stealth Rocks. I don't have any recovery, and it kills me, but I need U-turn to be able to pivot. If I bring this thing in on, like, say, if I bring it in on Tapu Fini, I want to be able to U-turn directly into my Thundurus. I want to be able to take advantage of him potentially going into Goodra, expecting the Giga Drain. Like, there's a bunch of things that I want to potentially do, so I need to have U-turn, and I need Stealth Rocks this game. And of course, Psychic is there, so that way his Toxicroak cannot set up on me guaranteed. And then I have the Colbur Berry for Sucker Punch on Absol, so I can click U-turn on it and get the chip damage I need in order for it to be in range of U-turn from my Landorus, or Moonblast from my Ribombee. Yeah. I'm super, super nervous for this game, guys. This is where I made it to last season, and I lost. So I'm really hoping that I can come through and make it to finals. If I make it to finals, I don't care about the result, because I did better than I did last season, and that's enough for me. But that is going to be the team that we're bringing against PaPaSea, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below for me. Also, make sure you check out my opponent's channel. His links will be down in the description as well. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.